Alright, hi and welcome to Bella's Magic Box. We're making sparkling squishy soap, which we haven't done before. So, what you need is a bowl. You'll need some liquid soap. So it's just like liquid soap. And some mica paints, but the powder form. So,
And glitter. That's
and glitter. So like what we had before for the bath bombs that we painted, these are mica that makes the colors, but the ones with the bath bombs had liquid in it already, but these ones are just the powder form. And you'll need rice flour and some tattoos that you can put on your squishy soap to decorate it. And we have a little measuring cup and 2 scraping spoons. Okay? So, what we're going to do is mix the flour, the rice flour, into the bowl. So, let's open this up. Okay, so that's the rice flour, and we're putting it into the bowl like this. All of the rice flour, and then after that we mix liquid soap into it. So the liquid soap we need is how much liquid soap? Okay, we need 65 mils of liquid soap.
So put that in
So
there.
can you measure out 65 mils, Bella?
I will love.
No, you can have 2. Okay, so there's 65 mils. 65 mils is, this cup goes up to 30 mils. So how many cups do we need?
2.
2 and a bit. So 2 of the 30s and then 1 of the 5s. So 65 in the bowl. And it's just going into there. Okay.
That should be enough.
Alright. That's 1. Put 1 cup in. It's really sticky. See, the texture is like a really sticky soap. So liquid soap is, yep, so you'll need the spoon to scrape it all out. So liquid soap is really sticky, and that's what helps makes it into a mold when you make it into your shape. There we go. Oops. Okay, now another one. So that was 30. Just tap it a bit to make it fall out faster. And just squeeze it. I think we're going to end up using the whole lot here.
Yeah.
I think it's actually the whole lot. So maybe just pour that in there. Here's your spoon. And then I will just get the rest of it out. Yes, you don't drop it into the bowl because otherwise it'll make a big mess like what Bella just did. She's showing you an example of what not to do. Oops. Okay. How do you get all this soap out? It's really hard to get this
Slippery
out.
now.
Yeah, it's quite slippery.
I think I got it in.
Okay.
There.
Alright. So we're just trying to like get all of it. And then now you need to stir it. Stir it for a minute until it gets really sticky. And all the flour is getting wet and sticky. So you keep stirring while I try to get all this soap out. Because the soap is so sticky, it takes a while to get everything out. Okay, keep stirring. Stir. Why don't you sing while you're stirring? What's that stirring song? Stir in the pudding, oh diddle diddle dum. On camera, Bella actually sings a lot, so you know. I mean, off camera. Okay, so hopefully this all comes out pretty fast. Let's see. Okay. You're stirring, keep stirring. You can't stop. Alright, so I'm gonna help
It's still
stir,
like that
and while
flour.
it's stirring, I'm gonna put that bottle there.
It's still like that flour at the beginning.
Now you gotta keep stirring. So you gotta keep stirring it for a minute until it's all sticky. So we're stirring soap in. Takes a while. You've got to like stir it really well. So it's starting to look a bit clumpy at the moment, but not clumpy enough. I think there's a bit more soap in here too. Let's get all that soap out. Has to make sure it equals 65 millimeters. So we're just getting all the soap out on the sides. And then we just keep stirring it in. That's a nice measuring cup, by the way. Okay, so we just keep stirring it in. Not like that, not like that. So stirring. We need more liquid soap. I think we're going to need more liquid soap. If you don't have enough liquid soap, what you can do is you can get this. You can just get normal liquid soap. I'll show you. So this is another liquid soap. So it's just a normal liquid soap, but you can just pour a little bit more, just a tiny bit more. I think maybe like 5 mils. So just about that much is enough.
That's a lot.
And then we stir that in. So this will help make it a little bit more.
I think one person should just do it.
Yeah, I'll do it then. Just scrape the spoon off. I'll just quickly stir this so that we can move to the next step. So it's starting to look curdy. So curdy, just need to make sure that all the rice flour is actually mixed in. So it's getting pretty thick. So if you're having trouble stirring this, because the spoon is so small, go to an adult and I'm sure they can help you stir it a bit more easier and faster. Yeah. So what are you gonna mold this into, Bella?
A star.
So Bella's gonna make a star, and we have little molds that are on paper that you can just print off. So if you just maybe like keep adding a little bit more liquid soap as you need to make the mixture as thick as you want. So we have a little mold that it's just printed on paper. Bella, you want to show them the mold that we have there? So that's the mold that we have, and it's just a picture on a paper, which makes it easier to mold. So this is the first time we've made it as well, okay? So just, you know, you're probably wondering what it's going to look like, just as much as we are, because we also don't know. So hopefully this turns out like what we plan and what we think it will look like. Okay. think if we can also like start
Yeah, I
kneading
can
it
do
with our hands as well. Okay, so Bella, you can start kneading it and mixing it with your hands, just like Play-Doh. And then when you're done, get it out of the bowl and do it onto the plastic. Yep. So before we started, we actually put plastic on the table, and this was to avoid all this messiness to go everywhere on the table. Because I'm pretty sure parents will not like any mess. Okay. Alright, so have we kneaded them in? Does it feel like Play-Doh yet?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so it's starting to look like that. Whoops. That wasn't what I was trying. So, whoops. Yeah, okay. So we're just trying to pick up all these pieces now that I just dropped. And then just with that one that is like Play-Doh, that has clumped up like Play-Doh, just get all the little pieces and squish into
The Play-Doh thing.
the Play-Doh. So we're just getting all the little squishes. So it's like slime basically, where you're just trying to clean your plate off with the actual thing that's already becoming a slime. Okay, so once you have that, you can just take it out of your bowl. So we just take it out of the bowl and we need to knead it.
Right.
So we need to knead it like, like a, pretty much a Play-Doh. So, yep, just keep kneading it until it becomes hard.
Hard.
So now we have to divide it into 3 sections. So 3 pieces. Okay. All right. And then now you want to mold it. So make it a circle. Always start with a circle. It's the most easiest way. Okay, so it looks like this. And then you can pick your mold. So I'm not going to make a poop. I don't know why anyone would pick a poop mold, but pretty sure it's a cute emoji, I guess. So I'm going to do a panda.
I'm doing a star.
I'm going to do a panda. So how we do it is we just use the mold to make the shape. So like what I've done here, just to make the shape, and then just pull it off to this little shape thing. And then just gonna make it a bit rounded and nice, so it looks like that. And then now we're gonna put the,
Could you help me? It's a little hard.
hey, you wanna do mine? Then you can put the tattoos on it. Do you know how to do tattoos?
You need water.
Oh, okay, wait. So we can, so when using makeup powder, make sure to only add a small amount, which is cool. Okay, so we can actually start putting the color in.
Could I make a marshmallow?
So yeah, you can make whatever shape. That's just a mold for you to play with. So now we're gonna start putting the colors in. So I'm gonna put glitter in. So when you cut, just cut on the corner a bit so that it's only a little bit open. And you're supposed to do this before you mold it. So just make a hole after you've made a circle, and then just put the glitter in there. As much glitter as you want, not too much.
Can I some glitter?
Make a hole. And then no. Okay, so that's the glitter. And then once you have the glitter in there, just keep mixing it in. And now it actually, you can't see it from the camera, I think, but mine is quite glittery. You can still see the glitter everywhere. See, it's a little bit glittery. It's not too glittery, but it's okay. And then maybe I'll put some color in it. So I'm gonna make mine yellow.
I want yellow too.
Okay, so we just like, you only put a bit of mica, okay? Because mica powder is quite strong. So even though it only looks light now, when it dries, it actually,
Get stronger.
the color gets stronger. So mica is a very strong powdery thing that makes it look colorful. So a tiny bit more, I think is okay.
So can I have a bit more too?
So we just put a bit more there, a bit more there. Okay. So you only just put bit by bit every now and then, see? I haven't put too much, even though it probably looks like I didn't. So we're just mixing until it looks something like that.
Can I
Okay?
see it? It looks a bit darker.
So you just roll it into a ball and you're done.
I'm making a yellow panda.
And then you just use the mold. So when I use the mold, what I do is just squish it on the paper and then just follow the mold of what you are making. So just squishing it down a bit. Okay. So I've made a star.
I want a star.
I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. Just trying to make it inside the mold. So the mold just helps you, you know, mold your soap a bit better. So it just allows you to follow the lines. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Hang on. It's a bit hard to show to the camera when I'm working on it. But it actually starting to look like a star. So mine is starting to look like a bit of a star.
Mama, could you do this?
It's a bit weird, but you know, just smooth out the edges and keep following the shape of the mold on your paper by flattening it, curving it, you know, give it a bit of curve. There.
Like 4 feet, please.
Wait a minute. Okay. So once you leave it and you don't knead it, like knead as in keep playing, squishing it, it actually becomes hard. So when it becomes hard, that means it has dried and it becomes soap. So I'm just going to leave mine there because it's done. I think it becomes squishy when you actually mix it with water later in the bath. So mine's a little bit yellow and you can see a bit of the glitter, which makes it look quite nice. Just going to leave mine there.
Should we make mine into a star?
So what are we
make a
making?
Star. So I'm gonna make a panda.
I want to make a poop.
I want a star.
You can have my star there.
Okay.
Because I want to follow all the
Then I'll make a panda next.
okay,
This
you
one will
make
be
the
a panda.
panda. So Bella's gonna make the panda, and yeah, as I said, like the molds that we have, one of them's a poop. Normally I wouldn't make a poop because that's weird,
You have to draw the lines too.
but I will make this poop and see what it looks like. It's a fitting color because it's yellow, I guess. Alright, so I don't know how to draw lines. So if you want to draw lines, I guess just use a bit of scissors maybe. So, do it. Looks like a poop. I think so.
Sort of.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like completely the same. I guess as long as it's close to it. Yeah, so that's a little bit of a poop. I don't know how that's gonna look, but you know, it's the best I can do. And we've got some tattoos, as I said here. So how you put the tattoos? Let's see. I've actually used a pink yet too.
I'm gonna
Okay,
make a pink panda. It's gonna be weird.
so
I'm done. Like panda shape.
Okay, good. So the tattoos.
They go on once it's dry, I think.
No, I think you just stick them on now.
Or, you want me to get a wipe or something?
Yeah, I think we'll need. Oh, it's okay. I think we'll need a bit of water behind it. So this is the tattoos.
Gotta
Okay, I'm actually supposed to cut them, otherwise they're gonna like stick everywhere. So we have a panda. We have one for the star. And one for the poop. So this one I think is for the poop. And it was supposed to be pink. Oh, that's where the pink was supposed to be for. That's okay. So I guess we just put it on like this. And then we just
Water.
wet the back a bit. So just gonna take a bit of water and wet the sheet a bit. Doesn't matter. Okay, so once you wet the back of the sheet, I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Can't lift it up at the moment. Just gonna take off one glove. I think, yeah, just scratch it on the surface, isn't it?
Crack the panda head just to see if my
Okay.
shape is right.
Okay, there we go. So that's the little poop. Look at that. How cute does that look?
Oh,
You see it, Bella?
yeah.
That's a little poop.
I'm gonna get a panda.
So we're just gonna leave it there to dry, and then now I need to put a face on our star. So
I'm doing the
I think
panda.
the big part's the head.
Okay, is
So
that good? Circle or something?
so we're just going to put now the little face on.
Can I have some water?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna dab a bit of water for Bella's one. Make sure you don't dab the actual soap, just
The water.
the tattoo, just behind the tattoo only. So
Can I see that one?
I think that's almost done. So you just dab a bit. You just dab a bit of the water behind the tattoo, and then just rub it in a bit. Put your hand in there and rub it in a bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna do my star one. That's the poop soap there.
Can I squeeze it?
No. If you hear in the background, that's Bella's brother who just asked. Who just asked to squeeze the soap, as boys always ask for weird stuff.
That wasn't a mouse. I was joking.
I hope so. Okay,
Can I take it off
so no, you have to wait a bit. So just scratch it down
Don't
a
touch
bit
it.
so that it
Okay, you can touch
actually.
it.
Can you just scratch it down a bit? Okay. Okay. Oops, it's not done yet there. It's still not coming off yet. So we're just gonna wait a bit because we want to make sure that the tattoos are actually stuck on. So if you peer on the side, you can see if they are stuck on or not. So let's see.
Your one might be.
Oh, mine's not yet either. It's not wet enough on the sides. So if the tattoos aren't sticking down, you can just like put a bit more water, like just as long as you don't get it on the soap, it's fine. And then when you put water, just scratch it down a bit so that it actually transfers. But don't squeeze too hard because you. Okay, I just got missed an eye.
Let me try mine. Can you see mine?
No, I think you need to scratch it down a bit. Okay.
Oh no.
I think maybe it's not wet enough.
I'm missing an eye.
So I'm just missing an eye. What I can do is maybe take it off like this and then can just put the eye on, I guess. Okay.
More water, Mum.
Alright, so it didn't really work out the
Mummy,
other
can I
eye.
have a
As you
bit
can
more
see, it's a
water?
bit weird. But the rest turned out okay. So that's the star.
It's not done yet.
Alright, let's see. There we go.
Pretty
And
cool.
then just
I like it.
pat it down a bit. So Bella's one actually turned out really nice. The whole panda face came up. Look at that. Isn't that cute?
Looks exactly
So
like
cute.
the picture.
Yeah, with the little bow. There we go. So we're just going to leave them there to dry. If you've got some makeup paints left, that's okay. You can keep them for next time or, you know, some other time. But that's pretty much how you make sparkling squishy soap. So I know we promised a video of showing you the bath bombs in the bath, but maybe later today. But we will also show you what the soaps look like when we put them in the bath. We just have to wait till they're a bit hard because they're a bit soft at the moment. So we're just going to leave it. And yeah, so I'm just going to show you the soaps, what they ended up looking like, so you know. And that's pretty much, I can't even see. That's pretty much what the soaps look like. So as you can see, that's how they turned out. Are they
Looks
pretty?
like-
Alright, so thank you, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Bella's Magic Box. And thank you. Bye.